Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, into the action we go today on this Tuesday, June 3rd, 2014. Markets are trading on very light volume. As you can see, about 37.5 million at around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's very, very light volume. Now, the key here is to understand some nuances that are showing up. Number one, the markets had a bullish pattern trading into the close yesterday on the intraday. That failed with the gap down. However, look at this trend line. All right, this trend line is a trend line I told my members to watch very, very closely at InTheMoneyStocks.com. And again, it actually stretches all the way back through this pivot high. And if I go back even further, look at this, guys. It stretches all the way back to this high as well. So it's a huge, huge level that we're on top of. And if you look at the chart, right, if I zoom back in, you can see that when we gapped down, failing the bull pattern, which is usually pretty bearish, you actually were rescued right here. It bounced up, came back in, touched it again, bounced up, touched it and pierced it, closed below again, just like yesterday, but it did not confirm. No confirmation. And ultimately, look at this. So from that point, it's now bounced back up, and we're now consolidating. And this is partially a light volume issue. Anytime you have volume that's this tiny, you have to be aware, essentially, that they can keep the markets above supports because it's so easy to find to hold support. So if you have a support level, right, and the volume's light, it only takes one or two small buyers to lift it back up and keep it above that line. So that's what we're seeing right now, and my guess is, for the most part, until we get a surge in volume, they'll keep this market generally in this vicinity. All right, generally in this vicinity. So let's watch very, very closely here. And hang on one second as I'm just seeing a trade setup coming in.
Order rejected.
And again, bear with me, folks, as we are continuing to just monitor things here. So spiders again holding steady, guys, and again I just see a trade I'm going to be taking here. I'm buying PRAN. Let's see if I get filled here. Come on,
Order
fill me. There we go.
filled.
I got filled at $1.80. So in PRAN at $1.80 here, folks. I just saw some volume tick up on it, and you can see a little bit of a surge in volume, little breakout here. If you look at the daily chart, it's pretty nice. I'm not going to get too greedy here. I just did 5,000 shares. But look at this little bullish pattern here. I love these chart patterns on an intraday basis. So in any case, 182 now on the printing, 183. I'm going to just go for like, I don't know, 185. Let's see if we can get 185 out of this thing. And again, bear with me while I'm doing this trade, guys. You just never know when a good trade's going to set up. So right now, trading at 183. So you can see it's starting to get a little momentum here. And this is what it's all about. You know, I don't discriminate against big caps, large caps, small caps, mid caps. All I look for is good price action. And if the price action strikes me correctly, then I'm all about it. But anyways, you know, while I watch this trade, I'll try to do the video, and we'll go back to the spiders here and flip back to the intraday. But I think you guys get the general gist of what's going on with the spiders. Now, a couple things here. So, number one, markets, notice how they're just basically floating. This is the key level to watch. If you get a heavy enough volume, you'll see a flush to the downside here, and that should actually be a pretty nice little move there. Okay? So, when heavy volume hits, look for this to break here, and you have to confirm. You just can't close below it. Closing below is not confirmation. All right, by the way, 184 on PRAN, PRAN. So we'll see if I get filled at 185. I'd love to get out. That would be a quick $250 profit just while I'm sitting here doing a video. All right, 185s are printing. Let's see if I can get out here. Still have 5,000 shares. They haven't printed me yet. Come on. A little bit more. Oh, back to 184 on the offer. They printed some at 185, but not me. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But again, just trying to bang out a quick 250 there. Profit in my pocket. Let's see what else we have here, guys. So again, going back, a couple things I want you guys to look at. Look at AAL. All right. Now, transports, in my opinion, are a bubble. And transports, again, if you look at the daily chart, AAL potential, if it sells off a little bit into the close, will be a topping tail. Watch that. Also, the IYT, which I have some options on. Look at the sell-off today on the IYT with the markets basically flat on the day. I think that's very, very important. Okay, guys? And hang on, bear with me. Let me just modify my order here. All right. So again, just kind of monitoring this PRAN, but in any case, still seeing if it's going to hit me. I'm thinking about lowering and just getting out for 200 instead of 250. But in any case, no big deal either way. As again, I'm getting a little distracted doing this video, but yeah, trade's a trade. You got to take it when it comes to you. By the way, so again, the IYT, this is actually an interesting signal because I think the IYT has led this market up. So if we are seeing a little bit of a top on the IYT and the AAL is putting in a topping tail, I think that could be something we want to pay attention to as a potential topping signal. All right, so monitor that very, very closely. And again, I will be monitoring that in the coming days. Another stock that I thought was interesting here, guys, and I just want to bring this up to you short term. Newell, I gave this out on Trader's Life today as a day trade, and I gave it out around the 83 level when I saw this reversal. So basically, what you can see here is Newell was getting crushed again. This is a piece of crap company. I mean, it's the absolute crap. You can really only day trade it at this point in time. But notice how you came down here and you made a little bid, and then you kissed the 20 and pulled back, and then you made a higher low, and then you broke through and made a higher high right here. So I jumped in around 83 cents, and I wrote it up to basically first half for 10% profit, second half for 20%. Right now, it's actually above that level, trading near the highs of the day, up about 108, but this stock was down as much as 20% during the day, and it came back pretty nicely. So really nice action there on Newell. And again, I just read that perfectly because lower here's a higher low, and here was a higher high breakout above the 20. See how it coordinates with that? Looking at the charts, you can really tell beautifully. And again, that came to a beautiful fruition. By the way, I just took 200 on the PRAN. I just took it off, folks. I'm not going to get greedy, especially when I'm doing the video like this. It's so hard to watch and kind of pay attention to everything, so it's better to just play it safe and grab the money. And if it goes up a little bit more, who really cares? But again, that price action was a perfect little telltale sign of a trade. All right, I'll keep my eyes on a few other trades out there. Right now, I am noticing that there are some stocks out there that look really toppy here. Number one on the toppy line, I think Netflix, even though it's flat to positive today, this is a chart that is just looking for a pullback. I mean, so extended off these moving averages. This stock was a bullish chart, and now it's got kind of in a bearish mode. So I think you got to really look and see and understand that that's a significant sell or signal as well. Let's see what else we have. So that's one of them that I'm looking at as a pullback. The IYT and the other transport stocks are looking very toppy. Let me just see what Apple's doing here as well. Yeah, Apple's getting a good bounce today. I still think Apple goes to now 653. If you look at the chart on Apple, so if I zoom out here, see this level right here, there's a gap fill and little pivot area. That's got to be where this stock is heading. These other lines were just minor resistance levels along the way. And again, that should be where it runs into a lot of resistance on the chart. Okay? All right, so that's what we have there, guys. And again, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else on the radar that we're seeing, but I don't see anything else. I think that's all for today, folks. Let's just go back to the spiders here, SPY, and go to the intraday chart. And you can see the markets are still hanging in there, just down 14 cents, basically as flat a day as can be. And we'll continue to watch and see if that changes in the course of time here into the end of the day. All right, guys. Again, watch Netflix for a short. I actually picked up some puts today myself. And some puts I picked up on the long side. I paid $12.60 for them, and they're June 21st puts. All right, strike of one. What did I pick up? Let's see here. Let me just find that for you guys so I can tell you. It's the 420s, 420 puts. 420 puts for June 21st. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm up about $150 on them right now. I only picked up about 5 contracts, just playing around with it a little bit. But anyways, wanted to pass that along. All right. Have a great afternoon, great evening. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.